That was a big one. I was like, oh, just, build a
Just
mudroom in the corner.
Hey guys, welcome back. This video is another advice series when one of you reaches out to me for help with organization and I volunteer my time to help you transform a space. And today we're going to work with Tyler and Connie in their garage. Tell me a little bit about yourselves.
we have been married for 13 and a half years, and we have two girls. We live in California. I am a software engineer. Connie is a stay-at-home mom.
Has it become more apparent in the last year that maybe this needs a little organization?
I think it's gotten to the point for me where I've ignored it now. Like it's bothered me so much that this year there was too much other stuff going on that like I just have my path that I walk and that's about it now.
Do you guys actually park in this garage?
We do.
Just my car.
Okay, because it's a big space.
It's very big, yeah.
I'd like to know about your organizing styles because a garage, it's not something that we can just tidy up. We need to have organizing solutions.
So I'm drawing a blank on what my Clutterbug style is, but I would prefer for things to be like behind closed doors for the most part, like clean, simple spaces.
Okay.
And Tyler likes for things to be on display.
I'm pretty sure that's a B, right? If I remember right.
Yeah, so I'm seeing the pegboard behind you. That's awesome for visual organizers. So you're either a bee or a butterfly if you're visual. And so the difference between that is a bee is really meticulous. They're going to take the time to put something away. If it has a proper home, they will put, and a butterfly needs fast, easy, simple solutions. I always ask people, would you rather put something away fast or find something fast?
I'm more on board with just quick and easy, like whatever is going to get the job done so that I can move on and do other things.
Okay, so that's more of a ladybug style. So if you need fast, easy, simple solutions, then we have a butterfly and a ladybug. And so we can come up with a compromise here, but generally the visual organizer always wins. So that's you, Tyler. Like, what's your dream for this space?
Definitely minimizing. I store a lot of stuff in here that I probably will never use again. I mean, there is a lot of that, but having the ability to have two cars. So we have the area that we come out, and this is kind of the first thing that we see. We have a few built kind of desk storage type space, workbenches type things here, to where that's where I dump.
I see like old electronics. Are you actually repairing things here? Are you building things here?
I've had the desire to repair things, and so that kind of storage gets built up and I never get to it. I mean, it kind of starts going in this direction, which is just all my old electronics, and you can kind of see it just kind of keeps going. And then we go into kind of our long-term seasonal decoration type storage at the top.
Okay, and then on the other side of the car where your other car would park.
Kind of bike storage.
Okay.
We have a lawnmower.
I'm not going to sugarcoat this. A garage is a huge job. This is a huge job. And the biggest part of it is going to be the declutter. I don't want to be like, we're going to declutter the whole garage in one part. That is not realistic at all. And you guys are busy, and I don't want to burden you by starting a job that can't be finished. So we're going to break the declutter up into 3 parts by just zoning the garage into 3 areas. So the first set of homework for this family was just to let go of anything that they haven't used in the last 12 months. Just hunt for it. I didn't want them making a mess. I didn't want them sorting. I just wanted them getting things out that was obvious that could go. And I had mentioned that there was a lot of electronic clutter. So anything that Tyler wasn't using and he hadn't tried to fix in the last year, if he could let that go. And he did seem a little sad about it, but I pushed him. But then I got an email from Connie, and it was a long email where she was fighting for Tyler. He works 2 jobs to support their family. He loves tinkering. He loves fixing things, but he hasn't had the time or space to do it. So usually I have families, I have couples, and the wife or the husband is like, help me make my husband get rid of everything, or help me get my wife to get rid of everything. And this was not the case. Connie was like, please don't make Tyler get rid of anything. I want this to be his space. I want him to keep everything he wants to keep. And I just want him to have a workshop for himself. And I got so emotional about this because that just shows how much love and respect is in this relationship. It wasn't about blaming the mess. It was about how can we make an amazing space for Tyler.
The first day's homework was super simple. So we got that done and cleared out, and it's so nice. I feel like I can breathe in that area. He could turn the camera around and show you. He has his little piles from the stuff that he got out last week. And
Okay, so show me, turn it around. I want to see.
All right, so let me.
What the? Oh, because you took the car out. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah. So we have kind of our electronic e-waste pile over here.
That is that going, Tyler?
Yes, I'm going to be e-wasting all of that stuff. So that's a good chunk of what was over there.
I am so impressed.
So then we have our boxes, which we were keeping for the giveaway. And then we have kind of some of the giveaway piles that have started to stack up back there. This is kind of where I've decided these are the things that obviously I'm going to keep. There's tools, there's electronics, there's random things in that pile, random boxes that need to be kind of micro sorted. But the temptation for me was to actually do that.
Yeah.
I had to really pull back. I had to really pull back and not do it.
The next set of homework was really to zone the areas, to do a big macro sort. So we have tools and things that go in Tyler's workshop. We have things that are like seasonal decor. We have shoes and coats. I wanted them to sort of like put everything in the corners, really just take things out and do a big macro sort so they could see what they had. A lot of the stuff was in boxes or tucked everywhere. It was time to make a mess.
I love it. We're going to use that for the organizing. So clear. I literally want that whole area emptied.
So during this sorting process, my big thing was we need to give Tyler a space that's just for his workshop for tinkering. I wanted one for electronic tinkering and one for his workshop with like tools that he uses to fix and build things. And so anything that wasn't that was going to leave the space. And I wanted to give him as much room as possible. So up top there, again, half of that was going to be just for Tyler and Tyler's things. So any home related things were going to go out of there and get relocated somewhere else.
Okay, you guys good? Do you have any questions?
No, I don't think so.
I just made your garage messier and I apologize for that, but it's the messy middle. The zoning part is going to be awesome. You're going to be putting things back just to get a feel of the space, a sense of the space before we put the finishing touches and like get real organization going on.
thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good
Okay,
day.
I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Tyler was definitely showing some B tendencies while we were sorting, so I wanted to give him a win. And what I suggested was just buying some peg organizing systems, taking his tools out of his tool pouch that he had a little toolbox and tool pouch, and putting them on the wall so he could get a taste of organization.
But tell me, how has it been going?
It's actually been going fairly well. I got the monitor hooked up and
Nice.
kind of started to organize. We got one of these little bins right here. And this now houses all of like little screws, little knickknacks, things that I would access. So I kind of went through and sorted all of those.
I love it. Okay, does this make you so happy?
It does, because now they're not in like these little jars everywhere. And then the pegboard.
No!
Able to kind of go through and we bought some more pegboard stuff. It's organized to me. Like now I know where everything is. I can see it. I can put it away. Like I know where it belongs. When I take it off, I know where it goes.
This looks, I'm so impressed.
Thank you. But having things organized is definitely like, oh yeah, I want to go out and do that. No.
It looks so good. Oh, my heart. I'm so proud of you. This looks amazing. And it's organized and it's functional for you. I mean, you don't really need me. Here's what I've discovered. You're already very organized and you just, I think, needed a push to do some decluttering.
It feels nice to be able to finally get this to an organized spot because I don't feel like we've had that before.
One of the biggest issues in this space was shoe, coat, backpack sort of clutter. They use this as the entrance room. It's kind of like supposed to be a mudroom, but they don't have any wall space to put anything. So what I suggested, I noticed there was like this beam holding up some over the head storage, and it was really completely a useless space. It's where they were hanging all of their reusable shopping bags. So I suggested getting a bookshelf, covering it with contact paper and putting it here to create a little corner mudroom with some hooks for the backpacks so they have tons of shoe storage instead of tripping over them. Let's see how they did.
I see behind you, it looks so tidy. Okay, tell me, before I even see it, how are you feeling about your garage?
Oh, we want to show everybody. Tyler like leaves it open when we go on walks because he wants everybody to notice it. I'm like, the problem is they had to have known what it looked like before,
Right, yeah.
so they can come congratulate him for all of his hard work.
They don't see the change, they don't see the difference, but like we do, and we
Yeah.
keep showing it off to family and stuff like that come over. And
Yeah.
so it's pretty exciting.
You're really smiley. You're like,
Yeah.
you look so happy. So I'm glad.
We wanted to do like the garage door opening reveal thing, so we recorded that just a few
Oh,
minutes
good. Okay, send that to me. I'll put that in the
Send it to
video
you.
for sure. And that will be like I love it. Oh, okay.
On the other side of the garage, we have we've minimized and organized to where everything's kind of in like areas. We have our chairs and outdoor things, and then we have our tables. And as we move here, we have some extra wood and ladders and organization up there that Connie has put all of our labels on.
I love the labels, Connie. I love the labels.
On the other side of the garage, we have, we were able to get the other bike hanger, get that up. And so then we just kind of simplified everything, put the wood up there. This is kind of the biggest area right back here.
It looks so good.
Yeah. So
Oh
this
my
is the area here. And so right here is kind of the new little mudroom area.
Are you freaking out?
We love it. And the girls have actually, because we're still in school, they've actually been using it. And they said they like the shelving better. It's easier for them. I don't know. And I think they like the newness of it for now.
This looks so good. And you put a backing on it so the cabinet from the other side just looks like it's all the same.
And then up here, Connie has done some more bins and organization. We've got
Love
the
your
purple handled
labels.
bins. And then we've got my stuff, just kind of organized things that I don't necessarily grab into very much. And then we were able to kind of put some of my little visual knickknacks out. It's pretty cool.
That.
This is those pictures that you had provided. Basically, we were able to print those out and get those in frames and put those kind of around like a little work area here. And then we have kind of the open bin area over here.
I love that this is a toy organizer, but holy doodle, it works so good in this garage for you.
And then, of course, we have the organization of the pegboard and how that looks.
I love it.
And then we kind of organized the desk and got rid of a bunch of things there so that I could use it.
This was a lot of work and you did it all by yourself.
And I think, you know, we just needed the push, the motivation, the deadlines, things that we weren't, you know, giving ourselves, I guess.
I have to share with you a story with the girls. One day we were driving around in the middle of this and I said, hey, what do you think of the garage now? The girls both said like, well, they didn't really think much of it before. It just was, right? And that's what they were used to. But now they love it and they've been able to see that you can change and that you can do something different. You don't have to let things stay the same. And so I feel like it's been like, they really do love it out here and they love their spot. They love that their stuff is accessible. But I think just the lesson that they've been able to see, the difference in us, and we're staying on top of them, they're staying on top of things, they know exactly where everything goes. It's been pretty neat to see that transformation.
I'm so happy for you. And I'm hoping people who watch at home realize like this really, you're not messy. You're not. You're actually very organized. I feel like you were a little too organized. And so you were trying to always micro organize first. And so now you have a system that works for you and it's going to feel effortless to maintain. And I love that you said now that things are up on the wall and it's visual and you like the way that it looks, you're motivated to put it back, because that's so true for visual organizers. When everything's hidden, when everything's out of sight, it feels like you don't feel that internal motivation that you would feel to put things back away. So I'm just so thankful that you agreed to do this, because I know you're going to inspire people at home who are feeling the same way.
After every session, we were thinking like it would take us all week or, some ridiculous amount of time until we were going to be able to meet again and let you know what progress had been done. And we always got it done that same day. It was just bite-sized pieces, and it made you feel like you had a win, and it made you motivated to keep going and to do it again. It was like, ooh, it's Saturday is coming up, and what are we going to get to do this time, and get it done really quick, and then feel good about it for a week until we met again. So thank you again.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I did build a mudroom at you, so I apologize for that. That was a big one. I was like, oh, just build a mudroom in the corner.
Okay, that was really an amazing transformation. A garage is a huge undertaking, but they broke it down into just an hour or two per weekend, and in a couple of weeks, look at what they did. This is about taking a huge project which looks like a mountain, and instead of looking up, you're just looking at your feet and you're taking one small step at a time. That's all they needed, was me to break it down for them into manageable steps, and they did the rest on their own, and you can feel their pride. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're feeling inspired to take a small step in your space today. Like I said, you don't have to invest money. You just have to roll up your sleeves and take one step today. So thank you so much for all of you who tuned into Hot Mess House last week. There is another episode airing tonight, and if you missed it, they're doing a rerun at 7 p.m. Eastern on HGTV, and then the new episode airs at 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you tune into that, and if you want some behind the scenes sneak peeks, check out my Instagram, where I'm posting like before and after pictures and pictures of during and stories of the whole process. So I'll see you guys over there, and I'll see you guys next time. There's a toddler having a temper tantrum on the porch. She doesn't want to go home. She wants to stay. Don't make her go home. That mom is having nothing to do with that temper tantrum. She's just marching her butt home. Oh, it's literally right next door. They're neighbors.